The relationship between pilots and their ground crew is like a marriage. In 1955, the pilots head off to work to bring home the bacon, while the ground crew keeps house, takes care of the kids. They're the unsung heroes, but every pilot knows his life is in their hands. The F-18 Jobin's climbing into is older than he is, and getting fussy. By the time it hits the runway, more than 200 people will have had their hands on the jet, fixing it, fueling it, caring for its 500,000 working parts.
You constantly have to have eyes in the back of your head. When things get hectic, they get really hectic, and jets are rolling by, and the equipment's rolling in the opposite direction. You just have to be on your toes.
The pilots fly them, and the guys on the ground keep them in the air. Each needs to be certain they can trust the other.
And the pilots, in my opinion, have to respect the techs because their lives are in our hands every day when we do repairs. And we have to have a great deal of respect for the pilot in the fact that when we're standing in front of that jet, it would take nothing for him to hit the throttle accidentally or run us over.
That bond of mutual trust can be fragile, as Yannick Jobin is about to find out. When a pilot parks his jet, he and the ground crew use a precise set of hand signals to talk to each other. The jet will still be running when the tech dives underneath to chock the wheels. In that moment, he'll be utterly vulnerable. So he signals Jobin to keep his foot on the brakes. Jobin confirms. But suddenly, he lets the plane creep forward and the ground crew has to jump clear. Jobin has just broken the cardinal rule.
Flight safety, any flight safeties we want to bring up, block, training rule adherence, anything like that.
Anything?
I got nothing.
You sure?
Yeah. For flight safety, well, I got the ground safety vaccine.
Nearly running over the ground crew?
Yeah.
That one? We'll talk about that more later.
Okay.
It's one of the worst things a pilot can do. Back in the day, Jobin's carelessness might have ended in fisticuffs. It's been nearly 20 years since a Tudor pilot almost wiped out this corporal with a similar move.
He just kept on coming, so I did the tuck and roll under the wing, and he stopped about another 2 or 3 feet past me. Well, it was a little bit freaky for him when I dragged him out of the cockpit. Now you don't do that. Now you let the IP handle everything.
You have to maintain a mutual respect with these guys.
And Jobin's IP, his instructor pilot, didn't earn the call sign Spanky for nothing.
Did you see the brake signal from the guy?
Yep.
This is the one thing, and I'm going to kick your ass about this today, is he gives you the brake signal, you give him the thumbs up, he starts walking towards the aircraft, and what's the aircraft start doing?
Rolling.
It starts moving. And guess what? He's about ready to start running because he doesn't want to get run over. You lose that mutual trust with your ground crew. What do you think is going to happen?
He's going to start not trusting us and us over.
You're not going to be flying a lot of airplanes because they're miraculously going to develop hydraulic leaks and fuel leaks. Then they're going to shut you down because they don't trust you. And I'm going to red tick you for it.
Yeah.
Because you need to learn it right here and now. From an otherwise above average, I would rate almost a superior mission is going to get downgraded because you've broken the trust with that man.
Just to be clear, the ground crew wouldn't actually sabotage the $30 million aircraft.
I have never intentionally broken anything in my career, and I don't professionalism. I don't think I ever would.
But they could make a pilot's life miserable.
If you go to a restaurant and treat your cook like shit, what's he doing to your food?